Yo, what is up everyone, Jay here with another Fire Emblem Heroes video, and today I'm going to be reacting to the next main series banner for Fire Emblem Awakening and Ascended Eir. So, before I start, I'd just like to say that I am kind of recovering from sickness, so if I sound a little bit different or a little off, I apologize. Have been dealing with a nasty cold, but let's get into it. So we start with female Robin with another alt as a Fel Tactician, and this time she's an armor unit. I think this art is based off her, one of the Cypher arts, I think. Or at least partially based off of that. So she's a colorless armored dragon, and just seeing this as a unit just shows that Intelligent Systems has really been trying to push dragons back into the meta this past year with Disencounter Dragon Seal, all the tier 4 dragon skills, and a lot of top tier dragons. We just had the Halloween banner; they had a lot of amazing dragon units. So another dragon here. I just feel like the timing of this banner could have been a little better because I expected it to be Arcanea or Fates or even Radiant Dawn, because Radiant Dawn has been waiting for so long. The Dawn Brigade is still not in the game, and they just bust out an Awakening banner. So Awakening, it definitely is Awakening's year. Chrom had 2 alts this year, and Robin here getting another alt. So I mean, it is the 10-year anniversary of Awakening, but still, I just think the timing of these banners could have been better. Fates has been waiting for over a year. Arcanea almost for a year. I mean, I'm kind of glad it is Arcanea because I wouldn't have to. I can save, quote unquote. But I just feel like the timing could have been better. But anyway, so Awakening fans definitely eating, and she gets an arc. So she's an arcane unit, as you can tell. She comes with an arcane breath, which is pretty cool because I honestly expected one of the other next arcane weapons to be like a lance or a sword, even like a bow or a dagger, but ended up being breath. So Arcane Grima gives her 16 might. This gives her -1 special cooldown at the start of combat. She's alive, grants +5 to all her stats, and then makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Deals damage equal to 15% of her attack, so it's a nice true damage. And restored 7 HP to herself after combat, and then of course has the adaptive damage. So very solid breath. Definitely going to be sought after for a lot of dragons. And this hurts because that's why I said I can save, quote unquote, because I want this breath from a Halloween Naga. If you guys know, I did +10 Halloween Naga. And I feel like a clown because I just pulled for Lantern Breath from Curse Naga, and that was not very good because I spent a lot more orbs than I wanted to. So now that they just dropped this right after, like 2 days after I pulled for Curse Naga, or like a week after, now I might have to give this to Naga because this breath is really, really good, and my Naga is a speed build, or trying to be speedy. So this is one of the first breaths in the game that can actually give you speed, because all the other breaths always give you res, defense, attack, but this one gives you +5 to everything. So this breath's amazing. A lot of good dragons can use this for, like, Enna enthusiasts, Kurtnaga people, adult Tiki is going to use it really well. So this breath is amazing, and I might have to pull for it, sadly, just for Naga, because her arena bonuses come. Like I said, the timing of this is crazy. But yeah, that's her breath right there. And then she comes with Pavis, Dragon Hide. So we had Dragon Skin, we had Dragon Scale, and now we have Dragon Hide. The third variation for Grima here. And this gives her no armor weakness. Surprise, surprise, just like Brave Hector and Ascended Idun. Just going to make her a top tier dragon armor and just armor unit in general. And if the foe initiates combat, or if the foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75, she inflicts -8 to all their stats. So that is a massive stat swing. There's not many effects in the game that can really do more than -6. Most recently we just had it on Limstella, so -8 is massive. So she's going to be very strong, and she also gives herself special cooldown charge. So I guess the trade-off with this is that if she wants the guard effect, she's not going to have it because she doesn't have her weapon. And if you want to run stance 3, you have to get rid of Dragon Hide, which you definitely don't want to remove. So she won't have the guard effect, but she does have Hardy Fighter. So Hardy Fighter is going to make her an incredible tank. So a lot of times she might not even need guard, because excuse me, because Hardy Fighter is one of the best fighter skills in the game. And then she comes with attack, speed, near save. So we finally have the speed variant of a near save skill. So she's going to be fast for sure. A fast, speedy armor. So yeah, that is a female Arcane Robin. Definitely insane. Very unexpected, because like I said, I thought this banner would be Fates or Arcanea, but they threw us for a curveball, and Intelligent Systems likes to do that, but I just feel like it could have been better timing. So yeah, that is definitely the next top tier armor unit. And then the next hero on the banner is Gregor. Gregor the Goat, definitely one of the funnier Awakening characters, the Swole Sword. And as expected, he is thrown into the pool of sword inventories, which is pretty much the most competitive class type in the game. So Gregor here, even though he is a sword inventory, at least he has a PRF, so he comes with a Blade of Favors. This gives him -1 special cooldown. At the start of player enemy phase, if any foes are within 3 spaces or 3 columns of him, he inflicts attack speed defense -6 on the foes through the next action, and grants himself attack speed defense +6 to himself for 1 turn. So this is like a 3-stat menace debuff, basically. So this is very nice. And if unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, he inflicts penalty on the foe's attack speed and defense during combat, 5 plus any penalty on those stats. So it's like the Plegian weapons basically on a sword. So very solid sword, and also he gets 40% damage reduction on the first attack. So it's pretty stacked. It's not like the best sword ever. It doesn't have like no follow-up, but it's still pretty good for Gregor here. And he comes with Bonfire. He's going to have a lot of defense, I'm sure. He comes with Solid Ground 4, which is the variant of Still Water. So I like that they named this one something, you know, different instead of just like Raging Water or something. Solid Ground 4 is cool. So this is basically the opposite, granting attack and defense instead of res, and inflicting minus res instead of minus defense. And he comes with Infantry no follow-up, which is nice for support. So we have a lot more ways to give no follow-up to people. So yeah, that is Gregor. Pretty solid unit. But nothing like super amazing. But he's going to have that, you know, new gen BST. So, and he's just going to nuke this red Manticate with the bonfire, doing a lot of damage. And the next unit, the demote of the banner, is Phila or Phila. I think it's Phila. Pegasus Master. Kind of surprised to see her here because she's not, you know, she's not even playable in Awakening, and she's not that popular of a character. So she's a Lance Flyer because she is part of, I think it's Cordelia's like troop of flyers, I think, if I remember correctly. And I think also works for Emerin. So yeah, she comes with Rain Lance Plus, inflicts speed and defense -5 on foes within 2 spaces. So we've seen Ryan Sword, so we've seen Ryan Bow, and now we have Ryan Lance. Excuse me. And then she comes with Iceberg, Brazen Attack, Res, and Pegasus Flight 3. So actually, Pegasus Flight 3 is pretty damn good as a demote because it's a pretty hard skill to get. It's only on Flora, I think. Or no, Fiora, sorry, not Flora. Got my names mixed up. It's only on Fiora, so the fact that it's on a demote unit, it might be 5-star luck, but still, she's going to be a lot easier to get. So I actually might have to get her because I want that skill for my Sheeta, actually. So that is Phila, the demote. And then the Ascended hero that was leaked already a week ago, and it is Ascended Eir. So she looks absolutely amazing. It's nice to see her happy for once, you know. She chose life. She chose to live. So it's the Life Ascended here, and she is a dagger unit, and she's a green dagger cavalier. We saw her in the Tempest trial, of course, and she's pretty strong. So she comes with this weapon we've seen in the Tempest trial. This gives her -1 special cooldown if unit initiates combat or the foe's range equals 2. Actually, I'm not sure if this was changed from her weapon in Tempest trial, so I'm not actually sure. But anyways, it gives her +5 to all her stats during combat, and the bonus units attack during combat 40% of the current HP of the ally with the second lowest current HP at the start of combat. So very specific, but you know, this can definitely make her really, really strong and hit deceptively hard because she's going to be able to have true damage based on the current HP of the ally with the second lowest current HP at the start of combat. So maximum bonus of 20. If number of allies is less than or equal to 1, the bonus equals to 0. And she also gets partial no follow-up, and if unit's HP is equal or greater than or equal to 25, or she's alive, basically, she has the miracle effect, which makes sense because, you know, she chose life. So another unit that has miracle effect, which is very annoying if you guys have fought Brave Seliph in any kind of capacity, especially in summer duels. He's an incredibly annoying unit. So Ascended Eir here joins him in those miracle shenanigans. She comes with Draconic Aura, Attack Speed Catch 4, Mystic Boost 4, which is cool to see because Mystic Boost 3, you know, it was only on like 2 units in the game, and it was never used in the B slot because the B slot's super competitive. It was always used in the Seal slot. So now that's getting a tier 4 is pretty cool. You know, it's good for arena scoring. So this basically gives you a -5 attack debuff on the foe, and has the normal effect of regular Mystic Boost, disabling the adaptive damage, and also the you know, Wrathful and Dazzling Staff, Wrathful Staff from healers, and also disables Dazzling Staff. So this is basically an FU to healers, which I kind of feel bad about because healers are not getting refines anytime soon, looks like, and now they're getting a skill that just basically shuts down their entire playstyle. So Mystic Boost 4 here is pretty good, especially for Eir, who's, you know, she can definitely take some hits, and especially with the miracle effect, you know, she can definitely utilize this, though I still don't think it's the best, you know, B skill. We have a lot crazier B skills. You can run a Trace on her, low skill. So, you know, in terms of combat, I don't think it's the best, but for Aether Raids, it's good, you know, against those flash healers and all those, you know, healers that are trying to cheese. And then she comes with Sparkling Boost. So that is Ascended Eir. Pretty good unit. You know, I definitely think as a unit she's better than Ascended Lif because she's green. Her class type isn't as competitive. So yeah, Alphonse's face here. Look at that. They're all sad. This is kind of sad. New story chapter, you know. And then Rickon shows up. Rickon, my boy, hilarious kid from Awakening. He's in the game finally, so he's going to be the instant demo. And the GHB unit is Cervantes. If you guys remember him, he is the guy in Awakening, one of the villains who has a huge mustache. So that is the Awakening banner. And like I said at the beginning, I just think the banner could have been better, or at least because like Laurent isn't here. Laurent is gone. Like, he's still not in the game. He's the only Awakening kid not in the game. They still don't want to add him. Like, Phila got added in before he did, which is hilarious. So poor Laurent, he's still gonna have to wait. You know, I don't want to pull, but I might have to for that breath and also for Pegasus Flight. It sucks, man, because I just want to save my orbs. I guess I should be glad it's not an Arcanea banner, because if it was, I would have to pull even more probably for like everybody. But I don't know. The banner's cool. I like Robin. Robin's actually one of my favorite avatars. I think they're one of the better ones. Definitely better than, you know, Corrin and Byleth personality-wise, in my opinion. But, you know, her getting another alt is definitely going to help sell this banner. So we have Rearmed and Ascended heroes coming together once again on the same banner, just like we had Ascended Hilda and Rearmed Lif. So, you know, I kind of wish they would spread them out, because if at this rate, you know, the arcane weapons, they might compete with each other if you just keep releasing them too often. And here's the example, giving it to male Grima here. So, you know, she's going to be a primetime fodder, of course, with that near safe skill, but I'm going to give it to Naga maybe. Or I'm even thinking of Adult Tiki once she gets her Resplendent. So that breath is really good for sure. And she's going to be a top tier unit, even though if she wasn't an arcane hero, she definitely could have had an even crazier weapon, I feel like, because even though this is really good, it's not like super duper crazy. It doesn't have penalty neutralization, you know, but it does have a lot of good stuff. But you know, I just think if she wasn't arcane, could have been a lot crazier. But yeah, still a really good unit, especially with this A skill. That's going to be hell to fight for sure. But of course, she's still weak to dragons, so, you know, Legendary Marth and my boys are going to be able to destroy her for the most part. But, you know, if she's a near save unit, it might be a little harder with Hardy Fighter. And she comes with Pavis, of course, so, you know, she's going to be a tough unit for sure. But yeah, that is the Awakening banner. Let me know what you guys think down below if you comment. Hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble. As always, please stay safe out there, and peace out.